Well, hello everyone. It's a beautiful 77-degree day here in southeast Michigan. There's been a lot going on in the garden, so come along with me and I'll show you what we got going on. Last I left you, I said I was going to put a eggplant right there. I ended up putting it here. I should have checked with my wife first because that wasn't the best idea, but we'll get around it. And then later on, because of all of this is sunny, as I said, like this pretty much, even though it's between this garage is between this area, I might either have this the permanent location for the greenhouse, depending on, I just have to have a day where it's all sunny so I can anticipate how long everything stays sunny here. But it's either going to be a greenhouse or it's going to be plants that love like full sun, like maybe some potatoes next year. Maybe I'll do the winter wheat there this fall so we can make our own focaccia. Call out or shout out to Jacques in the garden on that one. That was an amazing video. Let's move on to the greenhouse. So with the greenhouse, we planted out a lot of the things that have, let me turn the fan off here. We planted out a lot of things that have germinated. The bib lettuce is doing okay. The black Simpson, I'm just now starting to see some spinach coming up, waiting on the Brussels sprouts. That's so funny, that's named Brussels sprouts. I've potted up my tomatoes because they looked a little bit stunted. I'm hoping we still get a good harvest out of those. As soon as the weekend comes and I see a little bit of growth out of the pot up, then we'll do good. It's the same thing with the jalapenos. Like these are, man, I planted these in May, the end of May, and they're not doing so well. I'm still gonna plant them up and see if we can get a harvest out of them. I'll feed them some 444 fertilizer, organic, and see if that helps. All right, let's move on to the boxes now. Real quick, before we look at the garden boxes, I just want to say, if you like this kind of software engineer doesn't know what he's doing trying to garden stuff, follow me on Instagram and all of the other socials, and let's get a good harvest here. Keep on gardening, everyone. So with this, we call it the Northwest, I think. Yeah, Northwest box here. Our beans have now sprouted. These are our Romanian pole beans, and at the base next to them, they're coupled with some cucumbers. Here is the one sunflower that I thinned from the larger ones, and that's actually doing well. So hopefully the sunflowers will do okay. And the African marigold in there is starting to look better than it was at first. Look at all the radishes in this box right here. All the radishes are looking amazing. My bush beans are starting to come up. We got all of the bush beans sprouting now. And I just planted some okra. And then Flori, Maki, my wife's grandma. I planted her flowers that my mother-in-law gave me. They're just called Flori. So they're really these little tiny, really tiny little seeds. So if anybody knows what they are, actually let me cut real quick. I'll show you what the seeds look like. I'll post it up on the circle there, and if you know what they are, let me know. The tomatoes from the nursery are looking good. These are supposedly Rutgers tomatoes. Behind them we got some more pole beans coming in with the cucumber. That's the other sunflower. 2 more okra over here. A lot more bush beans. So the bush beans, it looks like maybe this weekend I'll succession plant the next row of bush beans. And then that'll be right around 10 days. Because I planted them on the 2nd of June. So if I plant them this weekend, or like this Friday, that'll be, about 10 days in between rows. That should give us a good harvest. Here's another eggplant. And right here, I'm going to put another eggplant in right now. Actually, 2 eggplants go there. And then on this side, 2 jalapeno plants, and then some more flowers there for the bees. So just if you're wondering which fertilizer I'm using, I actually saw I think both Jacques used it and the channel I posted in the comments, the channel that does the experimenting with garden, they posted that. So yeah guys, that'll do it for today. Let me go ahead and get these eggplants in, and we'll check back with you guys tomorrow. I hope you're enjoying the content, and keep on growing. I know I'm taking someone else's. I don't have a saying. I'm just out here trying to figure stuff out. So if that's someone else is saying keep on growing, just I'm sorry. Keep on growing.